Sasquatch. If someone were to ask you what is the most famous cryptid of all time, what would you say? Well, if you're like millions of other supers, there's a pretty high chance you would say Bigfoot, and rightfully so. For decades, Sasquatch, aka Bigfoot, has captivated the imaginations of tens of millions of people all across the world. It's given us fascinating breadcrumbs comprised of legends, eyewitness accounts, bits of evidence, and more that have led to where we are today in our development of Bigfoot knowledge. So, what do we know about Bigfoot? Let's start with the basics. First, where does Bigfoot come from? Bigfoot is believed to inhabit the dark forests of the United States and Canada. Its cousins inhabit regions all over the world and go by many different names, such as the abominable snowman, Yeti, and the Yowie. For Bigfoot, modern clues of this remarkable cryptid first appeared in 1958 in a logging camp in Northern California. Workers at the camp found large, mysterious footprints in the ground. The prints were so large, the men nicknamed the creature Bigfoot. Although reports of wild men had been popping up for many years prior to the logging camp discoveries, none of these reports were ever given any attention. That is, until an article by journalist Andrew Genzoli was published in the Humboldt Times in Eureka, California. From that point on, media attention has fueled a growing general public interest in the elusive creature. So, what does Bigfoot look like? Well, that's a difficult one. As with all mammalian development, a Sasquatch would vary in size, color, and demeanor based on its stage of life, as well as the seasons of the year. Sightings from across the globe have shown us that there are some definite commonalities in the creature's characteristics from around the world. We have also learned that much variance exists too. The cryptid has been depicted as a large, hairy, ape-like creature, with of course large feet maxing out at around 24 inches or 60 centimeters long. Its height had been described as that of a child, all the way to over 15 feet or 4.5 meters tall. That's about as tall as an adult giraffe. Bigfoot's fur had been described as either black, brown, or reddish-brown. Bigfoot is generally believed to be docile. Aggression has not often been reported as a characteristic. People often ask, where did Bigfoot legends come from, and how old are they? Bigfoot legends have been passed down within indigenous North American tribes for centuries. Although stories exist in other regions of North America, such as New York State, a high proportion of Bigfoot stories originated in the western United States, including California, Oregon, Washington, and the Rocky Mountains, and up into the Canadian Rocky Mountains. These legends describe large, ape-like wild men, which is a common term used to describe these cryptids. Interestingly, the name Sasquatch was a term found among native Squamish tribes of the Pacific Northwest. These supernatural wild men were described by the Squamish tribes as being gigantic. One of the most famous pieces of Bigfoot art comes from a petroglyph from the Thule River Indian Reservation in California. The human-like, yet also ape-like creatures depicted in the 1,000-year-old glyphs have been cited as evidence of the existence of Bigfoot centuries ago. In our day, sightings of these different ape men of the world are commonly proclaimed, yet little conclusive evidence has come forth. Most would agree that the most famous photograph was from Roger Patterson in 1967. In the photograph, Bigfoot is seen striding through the wilderness. Believers laud the authenticity of this photo, while simultaneously skeptics cite it as proof the Bigfoot does not exist. They counter that the creature in the photo is merely a man in a gorilla suit. Also from California, audio of strange, unknown animal vocalizations recorded by hunters in the 1970s has been deemed evidence of Bigfoot's existence. Now there is more than one. Regardless of whether a person believes in Bigfoot or not, the creature has claimed the imagination of people from across the world, and the trend, we hope, will continue to grow. As always, remain skeptical, open-minded, and curious. The truth can only stay hidden for so long.